In today's video, I'm gonna teach you guys how to make tacos at home. Let's learn how to make them at home and save some money. Let's go. Welcome back to another vlog, man. Happy Vlogmas Day 16. Today is Tuesday, AKA Happy Taco Tuesday. So first thing first, you could either do chicken or steak. Today we're gonna be doing chicken tacos. So we got the chicken and some water boiling in the back. Second thing for the ingredients up is you're gonna wanna get your cheeses. Me personally, I feel like these give the best flavors when it comes to tacos, but you can use the cheese of your choice. We have queso fresco, which is also optional. So if you want to put it on the top, it also has like that extra cheese flavor. If you like extra cheesy stuff, queso fresco gives you that extra cheesy taste. We do light sour cream because we already know sour cream is too heavy, so I like to do light sour cream. It just gives it that nice hint of sour cream, but not overly doing it. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself a bag of avocados. Make sure they're ripe and they're ready to eat the same day that you're making your tacos. You want to get a head of lettuce, chop it up. Simple, easy. Have them ready. We also pick up corn because we make elote. For those that don't know what elote is, it's basically either mayonnaise or you do sour cream and then you put the tahini on it, a little bit of cheese, like the queso fresco, and you have yourself some elote. And last but not least, we have pico de gallo. Today we brought it because we usually make it, but we didn't want to buy everything to make it. So if you want to do it the fastest and the simple route, then you pick yourself up some pico de gallo in any supermarket, any brand, it doesn't really matter. Just make sure it has all the tomatoes, onions, cilantro, and all that stuff. If you want to make it yourself, it's tomatoes, onions, cilantro, and a little bit of lime. Me personally, I like the street tacos, the corn tortillas. They're nice and flimsy. These are the ones that they use in street tacos. A lot of people use the traditional one, which is this one, which is also corn, but this is another option you can use. And then the last option is flour tortillas, which is what people mainly know and they use for tacos. And with that being said, that's pretty much all the ingredients you need. Now we're gonna go step to step on how to break it down. So first thing first, like I mentioned before, we have the chicken boiling in some water right here. Then we got this machine right here. After the chicken is done boiling, we just throw it in here. We use this to blend the chicken to get it nice and shredded instead of doing it with the fork by yourself. If not, you take 2 forks and you just break the chicken yourself. While the chicken is being boiled, cut up the corn right now and have it ready. Get your corn. Hold on, but we forgot the most important step. I bet you didn't notice it. It's to wash your hands. Don't forget, before you do anything, make sure your hands is washed. Now we proceed. All right, just like that, you cut them in half. I can't cut that perfect. All right, now we got all our corns prepped. We're gonna put them in a bowl of water. Here we go. You drop your corn in there. You're trying to squeeze them all in there. There we go. Now we turn it on. Put it on medium heat and just let it sit there and let it boil. So while I was doing that, she was doing the avocado, put them in a nice glass bowl. Most importantly, save your seed so that once you're done and you put it in the refrigerator, it makes it last longer. Now we're gonna season the avocado, put simply salt and pepper, and that's it, it's nice and seasoned. And now, we chop the lettuce. Once it comes out the bag, you just take off the first layer, which is simple. Push it in, to get rid of this. That's simple, see? You don't even have to chop it up. All right, guys, we have our lettuce nice and chopped. So now we're gonna put them in a bowl and we're gonna put cold water. Don't wash your lettuce in hot water because it messes it up. You wanna wash it in cold water. Let's put this in a nice bowl and let's get this washed. Make sure your bowl is nice and dry. You wanna grab 2 more sheets of paper towel, put it in there. We gotta wash the lettuce. You let it sit for about like 3 minutes. Rinse it out and then you put it in the bowl. In the bowl. Guacamole is done, guys. Boom, guac. Oh, the lettuce is washed. Now we're gonna put it in the bowl. All right, there it is in the bowl. Let it air dry. All right, guys, so now, while we wait for the chicken to finish cooking, we're gonna clean up. Make sure your kitchen is always clean while you're cooking so you don't gotta clean afterwards. Save yourself some time. Guys, now it's time to shred the chicken. We just put it in there like that. We use this handy dandy machine. We just gotta click the button. Shreds the chicken. Easy. Then you put it back into your bowl right here. We got all the seasoning. The seasoning we use is, first off, ranchero. All right, next up is paprika. And third on the list is black pepper. Remember, guys, if you ain't sneezing, it ain't seasoned. Garlic powder up next. Next on the list, we got onion powder. Next up on the list, sazon. Next up and final, adobo. But you can season it to your liking. If you don't like that much heavy seasoning on yours, then just do what works for you. All right, then you add yourself some water. 3/4 to almost half a cup should be fine. And then you mix it up, get that seasoning all around the chicken. Make sure your chicken look like this, not white. It gotta look dark. Our corn is almost ready too. You see it boiling up right there. But right now we're focusing on that chicken. You hear that?
You gotta let it dry so that it doesn't sound like that.
You heard it here first. You gotta let it dry. You don't want it to sound wet. And even if you boil your chicken, remember you still gotta cook it. So after you season it, you add your water. It's gonna sound wet, but you let it dry up so it can cook. We personally don't time it, but you could do like maybe every 10 minutes you come and check it and make sure it's good. You wanna leave it on medium heat. Don't put it on high, don't put it on low. Medium heat, and you come and check it every 5 to 10 minutes. And then when it dries out, you can lower it a little bit and then let it fully cook. I'm gonna come back when the corn and the chicken is ready so that we can come and prepare the tacos. All right, so we warm up the tortillas, have them nice and toasted. Everything is ready, laid out. Now it's time to make the taco. All right, guys, so when it comes to designing your tacos, you pretty much do it in the order that you like. Crema mexicana, or if you want, you can start off with the sour cream, but I usually do a little bit of Mexican crema. Just like that, you draw a couple lines. Nothing too crazy, just enough to have a base. Then we're gonna head over and get some chicken. All right, now that we got some chicken, I'll move on to get some lettuce. I don't do my tacos super loaded, just so I can, you know, have some space to make another one, just in case I'm still hungry. All right. Now we take the pico de gallo, get it from the bottom so it's nice and moist with that flavor. There's $104 inside of my pocket. And there we are, guys. We got the pico de gallo on there. Now we take a little bit of corn as well. We're adding a little bit of corn on there. Even though we're still gonna have elote, which is corn, but a little bit of extra corn on. It don't hurt no one. I love corn, so that's why I'm doing it. Then I move on to the cheese. After you're done with your cheese, now we're gonna add a little piece of queso fresco. So the thing about this cheese is you don't really gotta cut it. You just go like this, and y'all can already see it crumbling on it. You just rub your finger back and forth. All right, now I take my sour cream. That's where we top it off. Get it nice and mixed. Just take a spoon and there you go. Now we line them up. I usually do 2 with sour cream and 2 without, just because I'm not a huge fan of sour cream, but I only like 2 of them with sour cream. All right, guys, and just like that, the tacos are nice and ready and done. Now my plate is still not done. I still gotta add the corn. I'm gonna make the elote, so stay tuned for that one. All right, guys, now it's time to dress the corn. Again, we got crema de mexicana. You can also use mayonnaise. It takes a little longer with the mayonnaise, so I'm hungry, so we're gonna do a little faster, easy route. As you can see, it's already on there. It's almost like putting barbecue on your chicken. You use this, and that's it. You get it nice and coated right there, and that's all you gotta do. Dip and basically paint your corn like that. Boom, boom, boom. It's gonna get a little messy, so do it over the sink. So I said do it over the sink. All right, so now all that's left is to add some tahini, and I'm gonna show you guys how that looks. Don't know what tahini is, this is what it looks like. So when you can take a screenshot, go to the supermarket and ask for this. It's like a lime / kind of spicy hint to it, but it does taste good. And I'm not a huge fan of spiciness or anything like that, or like sour things, but this is actually good. Woo! All right, guys, and just like that, as you guys can see, heavily coated, nice and good. That is elote corn for you guys. That's a Mexican style, along with the tacos. Hold on, show them your plate. We got her plate right here, looking nice and stylish as well. All the avocados, all that nice stuff. Then we got mine's nice and simple, because I like to go for seconds. So first plate up is always nice and calm. But with that being said, guys, that's technically how you make tacos and elote at home. Nice and easy and simple. Don't overcomplicate yourself. It's healthier and it tastes way better than Taco Bell. So with that being said, y'all already know when I get into this bubble, that's a wrap on the video. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, you learned something new today, then go ahead and hit me with a subscribe, like, comment something nice. And remember, guys, if you believe you can, then you're halfway there. Peace. See you tomorrow.